So real talk time with you guys, YouTube. These skincare trials are really starting to get expensive. Starting to get really expensive. There's a lot of brands I want to try. Not all of them sell sample sets. So I gotta tell you guys, I've been eyeing the brand Origins for a hot minute. I have not wanted to commit. I have not been able to find a sample set that would cover everything. So I've just been on that website browsing for at least 3 months. I made a couple swaps. I'm going to show you guys those in a second. But this box came into me today from Influencer, sent to me free for review purposes, and I'm so ridiculously grateful because it is none other than Origins. So, how appropriate. I am just so thankful. So, this is the GinZing Faves. Looks like they sent me 3 full sizes. So this is the GinZing Refreshing Scrub Cleanser. This is the Origins Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer. I'm actually really excited to try this. When I first saw that this was a gel moisturizer, I was like, oh, it's going to be lightweight. But I'm really starting to think about it. And I don't think my heavy moisturizers are really doing anything to help my acne situation. It is summer. This is when a lot of people switch over to a lighter moisturizer. My skin has normalized a lot more. A lot. I am no longer like a strict dry skin person. So I'm excited to try this and see if this actually does help me improve the situation. And then I also have in here Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. I'm overall so thankful. I really am. And as always, you guys know, I'm going to give a very honest review of this brand. I don't really know who this brand targets. I really don't. They intrigue me. So these are my swaps. I've been swapping mainly through Sephora's Beauty Talk community, which has since kind of died, but met amazing people through there. Thank you guys so much. You've been wonderful. So this is the Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to Clear Pores. I was not even messing around. I swapped for a full size because, like I've said, this acne situation, it's ridiculous. My skin thinks I'm 17. So I'm going to try this out. Hopefully this goes a lot better for me than the Glam Glow Disaster, as it will henceforth be known as. And then I also have a bunch of sample sizes, and I will be testing out the Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay, which says it is for refining skin's texture and restoring radiance. I'm all about that. I over-exfoliated. It's been really painful. I took off the outer layer of my skin, which I often misuse that phrase when I mean dead skin. I took off more than dead skin and took off living skin, and that's what happens when you do that. You don't want to do that, so please restore my radiance, Origins. Please. And then this is the Vitatint SPF 15 moisturizer. This is a tinted moisturizer. I'm excited to try a tinted moisturizer. I generally don't use tinted moisturizers. I've generally had a pretty clear complexion, but y'all know where I'm at right now. And then I've got 2 night creams because I heard good things about both of them. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try both. This is the Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask, and then this is High Potency Nightamins. Actually, this one came in that Dillard set that was super rad. I unboxed that a while ago. But yeah, this is the Nightamins, swapped for this one. Gonna try them both out, and we'll let you guys know. As always, I do a 2-week trial. This is the opening to it. In the box below, I will have timestamps if you just want to watch reviews or if you just want to see how much it costs, but you can hang out with me for the rest of the video, your choice. See you guys in 2 weeks. Alright guys, I'm finally filming part 2 for Origins. I'm so saddened that my face is going to look like this for this video, but if you can hear it in my voice, I have indeed been very sick for about 6 days now. I've been very sick. I had to call into all of my jobs. Really, really rough. But I do want to give you guys this follow-up part of this video. I'm a couple days behind. I'm still going to do a price breakdown in the description box below. I think it'll still be accurate because when I get really sick, not kind of sick, but really sick like I've been, honestly, my hygiene kind of suffers. It sounds awful. I hate to admit it, but this is a channel of real talk. So yeah, I kind of go from my 10-minute indulgent skincare routine to laying in bed yelling, "Babe, can you grab me a face wipe?" That's real talk. So I think that'll still be a pretty accurate price breakdown. So yeah, I am going to go over my results with this brand. My face looked so good, so clear last Friday. I know it's a little broken out now, but that happens to me every time I'm sick, so I apologize. I still think this brand is amazing, and I even said in my intro I wasn't sure who this brand appealed to. This brand kind of appealed to me. I kind of like them a lot. I will say that I think if you're a very hardcore skincare enthusiast, there's some cons to this brand. You might not like them. And I'll just talk about all that at the end of the video to kind of give you guys, you know, an unbiased type of perspective. I will talk about the pros and the cons of the brand. That's what I like to do. So I'm just going to go through this by talking about the products in terms of cleansers to night cream. So we'll start with cleansers. And I believe I messed this up in my intro because I actually tested out 3. So let me start with the one that was sent to me. This is the GinZing Refreshing Scrub Cleanser. I gotta be real with you guys. I would never buy this product. That is not to say that I think this is a bad product. I actually think it's fantastic. It's just not my personal preference. So if you can look at this, you can see from the packaging. This contains a whole bunch of what looks like little micro exfoliating beads. They're not densely packed in there. And the point of this is that it's supposed to kind of be an all-in-one cleanser. It exfoliates, it cleanses, it wakes you up in the morning. It smells really good. Very citrusy. But that's not the kind of product I like. I don't like a 3-in-1 type of cleanser. I like a cleansing oil followed by an exfoliator, or if I'm using a cleansing device, something frothy. So I would not buy this, but when I looked at the price, I was like, wow, that is actually really affordable. This is, I believe, around $26 for 5 ounces, which, considering this is a Sephora brand, that's an amazing deal. That's kind of not that much more than drugstore, realistically. So I think a lot of people would really like this. I just didn't. It's just not for me. But let me talk about these guys. This is the Modern Friction Exfoliator. And then this is Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash. I loved both of these so much. We're talking these might be new HGs. These are so good. So this is Origin's bestseller, if I'm not mistaken. It's the Frothy Face Wash. It really works well with like a Clarisonic or Foreo. It has a kind of minty smell and feel to it, but here's why I love this so much. If you like the feeling of your skin being squeaky clean, this delivers. One wash with this and your face feels so clean. Now I think if you're a little bit on the drier side, you might not like that, but if you're a combination to oily, you're gonna love it. It's so purifying. I love that. And also, all of these are 5 ounces for $26. That's amazing. That's amazing. And then Modern Friction is their exfoliator. This is made with little pieces of rice instead of microbeads that are bad for the environment. So that is very thoughtful. This also smells really well, really good. I'm not sure how to describe it. I can't smell right now, so I can't really remember to tell you guys. But it smells pleasant. It's a good exfoliator. It's not overly harsh. A lot of exfoliants are. I would not say this is too harsh. I really liked this as well. So I did test out a couple of masks. This is the Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. I used this one in the Retexturizing mask with rose clay every other day for about maybe 10 days before I got sick and stopped. But I really liked this. This, I got in a swap, so I had no idea what the price was until I looked it up a couple days ago. $17 for 1.7 ounces. This is a 3.4 ounce size, so it's $26, which is an even better deal. But if you just want to try it out, $17 for 1.7 ounces is not bad, and I loved it. This actually was a lot like the Peter Thomas Roth Irish Moor Mud Mask. It's not drying. It's a little drying, but it's not overly drying. And I do think it helped my face to stay clear. I mean, again, I'm sick, so I'm broken out. But during the time I was using this actively, I had very clear skin. Now, this is the Retexturizing mask. This one smells really good. This one does smell like roses. But
I'm not sure this did a lot for me. It's one of those masks where it's got like a little bit of an exfoliation to it when you go to wash it off. Physical exfoliation. I think that I can't really judge this too much because I'm not that textured. But I liked it. It smells good. It's a very affordable price. Probably just not my personal preference. That's probably what it is. I really did like the Clear Improvement though. So happy I finally found an affordable charcoal mask. It's been getting ridiculous. Okay, so next let's do eye cream. This is the GinZing Refreshing Eye Cream. And this is such an interesting eye cream. So let me show you guys this. Do you see the color to this? So this is actually a cosmetic skin cream. So what I mean by that is it contains both color that will actually counteract dark circles. The pink tone counteracts blue, as well as light reflecting particles that will just make your under eye area look brighter. So it's kind of like using a concealer, except it's skincare. And I think it's exactly what you would get if you combined a concealer with an eye cream. I think you would get this, a concealer corrector. I really liked it. I thought it was fantastic. I loved it as a day eye cream. I don't think it's the most effective eye cream that I've ever used, but when I looked at the price, I couldn't argue that it's very reasonable. It was $31 for 0.5 ounces. Most eye creams I've tried have been around $60 for the same size. This is very affordable. I love what it does. I think if you have really good skin and you really don't need any foundation, you could rock this on its own and look so amazing. Or you could use it under like a really light BB cream, something like that. I think this might be a repurchase for me. This might be. I really liked it. I do think there's some people who will not feel the same way about it being cosmetic, and that like the problem with a skincare product that is cosmetic is that people can easily believe that it's the only product that's making changes when really it's making instant changes that skincare can't actually make. Is this making sense? Gosh, I hope so. I liked it. I thought it was really, really good. Moisturizer. So this was the Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer. I wasn't sure I was going to like this, but I actually really did. This was really good. There were a couple days where I used the Ordinary's Rosehip Oil alongside of this, just because I wanted a little more hydration, but it was really nice. This smells really good as well. This smells like citrus. The ingredients are fantastic. I actually was floored. It's full of essential oils, squalene, caffeine, really good ingredients, and $28.50. That's an amazing price. So yeah, I liked this. I think in particular, if you are 20 to 30 years old, I think you would love this. It's a light moisturizer. I think it would work for all skin types, really. Still can't get over that price. That is very affordable. I feel like this is in a smaller container than most 1.7 ounce jars are. I want to say that because this next to my L'Oreal Revitalift looked small, but it's the same weight. And then 3 more products. This is the... Oh, this one is so interesting. This is the Vitatint SPF 15. So this is a sheer tint, but like, it's actually sheer. So, I'll go ahead and show you guys how this looks on. This is how this comes out of this tube. Look at that. It is white. It blends out white. And then something happens when it sits on your skin where it actually turns into a tint. And I'm hoping that it will happen quickly enough that you'll be able to actually see it. It's truly tinted, but it goes on white. I was very impressed with it. I liked it a lot. Not sure I'll buy it. It's very lightweight. It's very full of SPF, and SPF is great. You should use SPF. I work from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., so that's the reason why I'm not that excited by SPF, but it was alright. It might be discontinued. I couldn't find it on the Sephora site, so oh well. And then these guys were my night creams, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is the High Potency Nightamins, and this is the Drink Up Intensive. So here's what I thought. I thought this was the older night cream, and that this was the newer one, and that this was like Drink Up Intensive, supposed to be the new formulation for really dry skin. And I could not figure out why for the 10, 11 days that I was being very religious with this brand. I swore I liked this one more. I used the alternating nights, and I was like, why do I like Nightamins more if this is the older, outdated one? I went on the website, looked at the prices and the ingredients, because the ingredients are not on these samples. This is $17 for 1.7 ounces, and this is $44 for 1.7 ounces. This is a true mask. It's the same price as Olive Origin's other masks, which is very thoughtful, because honestly, a lot of this type of formulation would cost a lot more from other brands. But it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. The ingredients list is very short. For me, I'd much rather use a very effective night cream, and that is what this was. This has a very impressive list of ingredients. Oh, scents. This smells like green tea. Also not my favorite scent in the world. This one smells like citrus. I really enjoyed this. I did feel like I was waking up with my skin looking so hydrated and so glowy. I love this. I love this. I can't believe it's only $44 because, again, with this brand, I'm shocked by their prices because I'm very used to higher end skincare, and $60 to $80 for a night cream is pretty typical. So $44 is actually quite amazing. So overall, I really did like a lot of products from this brand. I loved their cleansers. I loved the charcoal mask. I really liked the eye cream, and I really liked Nightamins as well. But I do want to talk to you guys about some of the potential concerns with this brand, or what a skincare junkie / beautypedia might address to you. So let's start with fragrance. Fragrance is a controversial ingredient in skincare for a good reason. So there's something called the fragrance loophole, and that is the fact that companies are not required by law to list the ingredients in a fragrance. The word fragrance means it's a whole bunch of different things, but we're not telling you because it's our proprietary blend, and that's to protect perfumes, secret ingredients. But it's kind of bizarre because every other product in the world has to list its ingredients. Fragrance is the exception. And the reason this can become concerning with skincare is the sheer fact of not knowing what's in it. So, maybe some fragrance is completely innocuous and maybe some isn't, and you cannot tell from the word fragrance appearing. So here's my thoughts on it. I am not at all opposed to fragrance being in a cleanser, a mask, something that's on my skin for a very short duration of time. I am opposed to using a serum that is highly scented because that is meant to absorb deep into your skin. And anything that is meant to absorb deep into your skin, I want to know what's going in my skin. Now, with moisturizers, I'm kind of on the fence. I think that I will personally switch it up a lot with unscented to maybe scented here and there. Because moisturizer is generally meant to sit on the surface of your skin and not penetrate deeply, but to some extent it will penetrate. But all of that said, I very much take a middle path in life. I am not I just don't believe in taking either extreme too seriously. Neither, I absolutely love fragrance, nor I hate it in skincare. I think that if you are really struggling to remember your skincare, try a fragrance brand. It'll help you remember because it's very fun to use. And that is my personal opinion. A lot of people very, very strongly disagree with me, but that is how I feel. If you have sensitive skin, be careful because, again, you may not know, you won't know what's in a fragrance within a skincare. But I really don't think there's many drawbacks at all to having a highly fragranced cleanser, and I certainly think I think I will buy more checks and balances. It will remain to be seen, but that was my favorite product I used from this brand. It's definitely scented, but you wash it off. So that's the first thing I wanted to address, and the second is jar packaging. So jar packaging is kind of controversial. The reason for this is that when you open this, it is a large surface area that gets exposed to both light and to air. Again, as a person that takes the middle path, my thoughts on it are, this is not the best packaging in the world, because yes, this top layer does get exposed, but you should go through your skincare quickly enough. You should. You really should. I tried the whole little scoop spatula thing with this, and one day I finally just realized, you know what, if I wash my hands and put them in here, what's the difference between washing my hands and washing my spatula? So that's what I ended up settling on. And the other comment that I have with jar packaging, if you are really concerned about it, put it in the fridge. Anything you put in the fridge, it delays the onset of bacteria. That's why we store food in there. And start storing your foundations and your moisturizers in there. They will last so much longer. So either go through a moisturizer quickly or store it in the fridge. I'm not staunchly opposed to jar packaging. It's not my favorite, but it does typically tend to be less expensive than other packaging, which I think is a little bizarre. I kind of think it should be the other way around. Like, a plastic tube should be cheaper, right? But anyway, it is what it is. So I did want to address that because those are concerns that could be brought up about this brand. I'm sticking to the middle path. Also essential oils, but that's a whole video. Please see my Beautypedia video for that. I don't want to take any more time in this video. It's already long enough, and I'm sure y'all are tired of seeing my sick face. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you did, please give it a like, hit subscribe. My giveaway winner will be listed in the description box below. I'm sorry I didn't get to make a separate video. I've been too sick to do it, so we're just throwing it in here. Definitely hit subscribe if you do want to see more future giveaways and more videos like this. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace out, YouTube.